Hi guys, in my Max 6 and we are back at the Mecca. This is the Monday after the Arnold Classic and we have the beautiful Sheena here with it. Hi Sheena.
Hello Dave.
Good to see you always. And you are T-minus 5 days from a show.
I am, yep, so it's the Monday of my peak week.
Very, very cool. I think it's the first time we shot during your peak week.
Yeah, I think we've shot maybe like a week and a half out before, but not, I haven't shot with you during peak week.
So you got something different for us a little bit today.
Yeah, so I mean, when I'm going into my peak week, everyone sort of does some sort of depletion training. Lots of people have different ways of doing it. For me, it's tailored to what I've been trying to achieve with my physique, so bringing down my legs and kind of maintaining everything else. I'm going to be doing some full body training and staying away from training my legs actually this week to just let them rest and deflate and get tight.
Thanks for being here today. Thanks for having us.
This time last year I was going into these same two shows that I'm about to do. I did the Orlando Pro last year and that was my first pro win and my first Olympic qualification. And then the following week I did the Arnold Classic Australia and I came fourth. So those were really important and big shows for me. Like, you know, winning a show, well, that was huge for me. I wasn't expecting it, and to be able to, you know, stay on the Olympia stage, that was incredible. And you know, placing fourth in an Arnold Classic the following week, that was really a big deal as well. You know, all of the biggest, best names are the ones that do the Arnold Classics. So I guess, I mean, I've got a lot of pressure on myself to do well. I mean, there's probably pressure from other people as well, but I don't tend to pay attention to what anyone else kind of thinks, or, you know, there's probably people that want to see me fail. There might be people that want to see me succeed. I don't know. I mean, personally, I mean, I had a bit of a roller coaster of a season last year. My 2016 year, the Olympia didn't go well. I fed back after the Olympia, which we talked about last time we filmed, was to drop size, well, to come in tighter and smaller and drop size in my legs. So after the Olympia, I trained the hell out of my legs almost every day and did hours and hours of cardio and dropped 10 pounds in 4 weeks.
Wow.
To do my next show, which I didn't go well in Russia. That was interesting. And then I came fifth the following week in Florida. Wasn't quite happy with that, so I stuck it out, did another month of training legs every day, doing hours and hours on the Stairmaster every day to come in even tighter, and I did the show in San Marino in Italy. So it was basically the last show of the year. It was the last possible chance, and I came second there. So that's the last show I've done, and that was the first weekend of December, and I haven't really taken a break since then. I always knew that I would go back and do the Orlando show again. It's, you know, it was a great experience last year, obviously, and this year I'm actually taking with me one of my pro bikini clients, and she's doing her pro debut at the same show as me, and she actually won her pro card on the same day as this show last year, so it's the anniversary of my first win and it's the anniversary of her turning pro.
Hopefully it's good luck. Huh?
So hopefully it's good luck. But yeah, I mean, obviously I came second in my last show. I have been just basically working right through since then. I will, you know, my coaches at Bombshell have told me that they want me to come in tight and tiny little, because that's kind of the look that's, you know, going well in bikini at the moment. So I'm trying to do that. I'm already the lightest I've been since 2015. So I mean, I'm about 15 pounds lighter than I was on stage at the Olympia.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, I've dropped a lot of size off my legs, and I've been posting quite a lot of inspiration photos on my Instagram as well if people are interested to have a look. But yeah, I just haven't stopped. I've pretty much trained legs every day since the Olympia last year, apart from during a peak week. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this week for my peak week. Full body training, just high reps. There's a bit of different opinion about whether you should keep going heavy in peak week or whether you should train light. And I think it's all relative. Like there's no point lifting a weight that's so light that you don't feel anything.
Right.
But as I was saying when I was training, like everything is hard today. Like half of my normal weight feels heavy to me today, and so I think, you know, the idea of training heavy or not, it's all relative to, you know,
how you feel that day. Yeah.
That was heavy for me today, but that would have been pitiful last week. So, you know, it's like, I ain't quite superhuman this week. But I'm basically this week and the week before, all of my last shows that I've done, because I've been overtraining my legs to try and drop size and tighten them up a lot, and I've been doing 2 hours on the Stairmaster every day. I have a lot of inflammation in my legs, so it's really hard to actually see what they're going to look like when they're tight, because basically they're pumped all the time and inflamed, which is what happens when you
overtrain them.
When you overtrain them. So basically, I'm giving my leg a break this week, so off the Stairmaster and just some light biking just to keep things moving.
Well, that must be nice.
Yeah, I mean, the Stairmasters are going to miss me though. Anyone's going to wonder what's going on.
But will you miss them is the question.
I mean, it's been a pretty grueling time, even right since the Olympia. I haven't stopped really.
I know.
Over Christmas, I went back home to New Zealand, and I had a month where I was only doing an hour of cardio as opposed to 2, but I haven't stopped.
Wow.
Even, you know, the heaviest I got over that Christmas period, that was still 5 pounds lighter than I was on stage at the Olympia. So I made sure that I stayed, you know, well down, so that it was easy to keep getting tighter and to keep improving. Because, I mean, I think particularly in bikini, like I don't need to build muscle. I've got a lot, you know, I've got a decent amount of muscle, and in the past I've been told that I needed to be fuller and bigger and to develop this and develop that, but now it's kind of almost gone the other way.
Oh, I see.
And like, even for me now, like I'm on really low carbs at the moment. I've been doing a carb cycle with 3 days of 0 carbs and then 1 day of 60 grams of carbs, so that's next to nothing. Like 60 grams of carbs would be most people's low day. That's my only carb day.
Wow.
And I've been doing that for a couple of weeks, but I'm still, you know, I feel flat comparative, but I still don't look scrawny yet. So, I mean, I think I've definitely got enough size there. I mean, in my lower body, I've actually been trying to drop size. So actively trying to shrink these ballerina legs, but it's worked.
Yeah, and you're still technically living in New Zealand, but you may try to change that soon.
To be honest, I don't know where I'm living, Dave. I don't know what's going on.
You travel so much, it's like...
I know, I kind of joke that I'm a bodybuilding gypsy, and I kind of really am. I've been in the States since the middle of January, so I've just been training here at Golds, which is my favourite gym in the world. It's the best place to prep. I'm always so focused when I'm here. I stopped personal training in New Zealand last year because I was travelling so much that it just wasn't working, and I only work online now. So I have online clients that I'm working with all the time, so I can travel and be wherever.
That's great.
So I've been in the States for a month. After the Arnold Classic in Australia, I'm going home to New Zealand and go stay at my mum's, chill out in the countryside, ride horses, all that kind of stuff. While my visa application gets dealt with, and hopefully I'll have a visa to move to the States by April, May.
Awesome! So I can see more.
You just won't be able to get rid of me.
That's awesome. Well, we like having you here.
I love being here.
Sheena, thank you so much for coming today. I know it's just a few days before the show, and you look great. You always look great to us. And then best of luck this weekend defending your title, and to go to Australia at the Arnold Classic.
Okay.
All right.